How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to be running back the Selesnya list that we've been playing. Of course, this deck has been kind of swingy with the win rates a little bit. I feel like we've 4-1 a couple times, and I've also had some bad um, leagues as well. But I think that just comes with the nature of this kind of deck where it's not like a 50-50 deck that I'm so used to with BGX. It's definitely matchup dependent. But nonetheless, the deck is very, very fun. I think I'm pretty firm with the main now. Bash Skull has been a great addition to the deck. So I think the deck itself is pretty solid. I think in the main, I think the flex slots are like the touch of the Spirit Realm and the Wandering Emperor. I think these two can definitely be something else, but I definitely like the touch being able to like be defensive and offensive. And the Wandering Emperor has just been super sweet. I really like this as a flex slot, so I'm really keeping this. The Sideboard is also kind of the same. Still trying to test out the Sword of War and Peace against the Omnath piles. Just turn your creature into a creature that becomes fury and solitude proof is pretty good, I think. So still testing this out. I haven't played against it yet, so we'll see. And then the only change I made from last stream is swapping a Soulgate Lantern that's in the sideboard. We still have one main. Swapping it for Relic of Progenitus gets matchups where exiling our own graveyard is going to be relevant. So it's going to be similar in the rest of V's main, but then we can tutor it with Urza Saga. I normally didn't have. I just had like a second Soulgate Lantern because I didn't want to shrink our own Reclaimers, for example. But bringing this in against like Tarmogoyf decks, Drown the Loch decks, Mill, stopping Crypt Incursions. I think this is where Relic is nice to have a split. So we're gonna be testing that out today. Make sure I have the right deck. Let's go. I'm a Green Guy 2 and Tracker top card. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure you know this, John. Like, Tyler's Tracker is my favorite card. And I think this is like the better Tyler's Tracker deck, even better than Amulet, because I feel like Tyler's Tracker, like, isn't kind of a focal point in Amulet. It's kind of like a sideboard card, but like this is the focal. I wouldn't say it's the focal point of the deck. I feel like there's multiple axes you can focus on with this deck, right? Like you have Saga, you have Reclaimer, your Solitude deck, your Stoneforge Mystic deck. I think Tireless Tracker just pulls more weight in this deck than an Amulet. I think. I honestly think this is the best Tireless Tracker deck. Not to say that that's kind of a good benchmark, but I think it's worth noting as like decks that play Tireless Tracker. How's it going, Poisonly? Hope you know well. Appreciate you for tuning in. This is like way earlier than my usual streams time. It's like 3 or 4 hours earlier, but I know it's better for the East Coasters. So, and I'm only gonna be able to do one league because I'm meeting with a friend in the evening, so that's why I shifted everything up today. But everyone's having a good Thursday so far. Trying to find an opponent, please. Cool. We're against Bo Sidon, who is 2-2. On the draw. Hopefully my internet doesn't become too shoddy. It's been really finicky the last couple days. We have decent amount of interaction. Turn 1 pending, turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic. Can't complain about that. I would like an Esper Sentinel opener if it's like a Grixis matchup. But it looks like it's Burn. Okay. Backup pending's pretty good, I think. So we'll go Plains. Cast Prismatic Ending. Pass the turn. I wonder if we're against Burn or something. Okay. That's a lot of I think we have to get Batter Skull, right? It makes them bolt the Stoneforge Mystic. If they don't, they just die. Oh. So we get to untap with Batter Skull, huh? Lion Sash. I think that's hard, John. I think that's really hard. Because like we're already skimping on green sources and stuff. It's tough. Maybe I should have Solitude the Goblin Guide, maybe? Oh, they just... Okay, cool. It's just tough, because we already have Forest Saga, and we're like... I mean, I guess you could cut, like, one of the non-Windswept Heath fetches for Gavity Township. That could also be possible, too. But the meta base is, honestly, like, for a 2-color deck, it's stretched thin with the Forest Sagas, the fetch for Sacred Foundry, the 3 Flagstones and 2 Beseiju. So the mana is actually kind of stretched. Blossoming Calm is for the burn matchup. I guess you can bring in Sword and then Engineer Explosives in case they go wide, but I guess you can bore out the Solar Lantern. Doesn't do anything, and Lion Sash isn't that great either. For Lingering Souls and Goblet Shrine. I don't think this is a very good Lingering Souls deck. I think Modern's past the point where you can splash Lingering Souls as a card and be good, unfortunately. I guess we keep in Lion Sash as just a loaded ground threat and just figure out if we want EE or not. I think the answer is no. I mean, maybe we want it over like Wandering Emperor. I feel like Wandering Emperor isn't that good. Maybe we can just have one EE instead of Wandering Emperor. Call it a day. Okay. We'll keep this. We don't have any like 1-mana answers to anything, but I think it's fine. Sentinel. I think I'll shock this in. I think I want to play the Sentinel. How's it going, Fire Breathing Hamster? It's going well. Try. Oh. Yeah, sure. We would like 1-mana answers, please. Springleaf Drum. Not exactly what we want. So we could go Stoneforge and then kind of make them kill the Stoneforge. Yeah, I think I like that. We are not drawing our 1-mana answers, unfortunately. So we'll play that. I don't think we're gonna deploy the Springleaf Drum. I think we'll play the Reclaimer and pass. They like pass the turn. So that just means they have like multiple Skullcracks in hand. Or they might have like a smash here. I think we can really do about that. Okay. They could just have a smash here. How's it going, Buckeye? Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, they probably have a smash here. That's a lot of... So we go to 1. So we need to draw a Blossoming Defense here. It's not looking good. So play the Saga. Play a drum. Oh, I shouldn't have played the drum. I'm gonna play E. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, we're gonna attack, I guess. I shouldn't have, I mean, they literally have to have, like, whiffed a ton for us to win this game, I think. I guess I just not attacked, made a construct to block too. I'm just assuming that they have it, so I'm kind of really not playing optimally. Yep. Okay. That turn 1 Goblin guy just took over the game. Unfortunately. I pulled a Saga and a foil retro frame dam from a random pack. Oh, wow. That's a lot of value. We need a second land. Sure. So we'll go Temple Garden, Sentinel Pass. There's not for bottoming the land, but I think it's safer just to do this. Okay. Okay. They're gonna lead on Saga potentially this game. How's your Depth Jet? Probably in the market to double block here. That's the kind of bat that gets you addicted. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, it's definitely a lottery rate. Definitely a lottery. Portable hole. I think they'll present this offer. I think I have to offer this. Solitude. I could just touch here, and that would be like the most mana efficient play. I think touching is the most mana efficient play. I wish we had that Solitude in our hand last turn. That way next turn we can make a construct and portable hole. Okay. Where were you a couple turns ago? Get a Shadow Spear. Get the second Saga down. I might have to Solitude my own construct just to stay alive here. You could tell if it's a juicy pack or not. That's actually pretty impressive. Oh man, this is pretty bad. Desperate times comes. It's desperate measures, huh? Dinosaur the Third, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, we need to fade 2 draws. Two draws. Do I just play this portable out as a... so I can make my Saga into a 3/3 just so Goblin Guide isn't an out? I think so. I think so. Alright. 2 draws. Just gotta fade 2 draws. Okay. Okay, 2 draws. Is that fading 2 draws? Or do they just have... Is this like a Searing Blaze? Oh, man. Maybe that game 2 hand was supposed to be a mulligan. I don't know. We just didn't keep like a... I don't know, that was tough. Like both games we lost, like... we kind of need to though, right? We need to gain life with the Shadow Spear. Otherwise just staying at 1 doesn't do anything. So we kind of do need to make a construct. Or like we just, you know, like what are you like never going to play a creature like for the rest of the game? Like I don't think we can play that like that. Definitely need more blossoming columns in the sideboard apparently. Sure. Probably bottom of tracker because we don't have enough lands. We can pitch the second Stoneblade to a Solitude. Mountain. Oh. Oh, there goes all our white cards for Solitude. Why didn't they discard every land so this Reclaimer could be huge? Why not? I wonder if I should get Saga going or if I should get the Windsor Teeth down. Probably need to get the Saga down, probably. So they're Asmo deck. Oh, so they just whiffed. So they can escape Ox next turn. I think it's worth getting Flagstones down. I think it's worth activating Reclaimer next turn. Okay. Okay, that's kind of scary. Now they have Vengevine. Okay. So they have another creature for Vengevine or no? Okay. So I think I'm going to activate Reclaimer. Probably just get another Temple Garden. We could get Besage potentially and then like bounce, but I think that's just so slow. I don't think we can get out of this game. March. So we can Solitude. So we can March Asmo. Okay, so they have one unknown card. They're gonna escape Ox. I think we have to March the Asmo here. Oh, but they can just discard this. Yeah, I think we just have to. This is a lot to overcome. I don't think there's a way out of this. So we could block the Asmo here. And then like... But then they'll just like sack a food. We'll make him do it, I guess. I think I'll just get another Temple Garden, I think, or Sacred Foundry. I guess I should have blocked the Vengevine if I was gonna make this play. Could have just taken one. So we need to draw a white card. That was... So this stops Asmo, which is funny, but also stops her Solitude. Sanctifier doesn't stop Vengevine, but it does stop the Daredevil. I think we want the explosives and the Relic. I think I don't want the Sentinels. They seem kind of poor in this matchup because it's just like a creature-based deck. Maybe we can cut the One Ring Emperor too. Let's do that. Don't think we want Pithing Needle. Yeah, I think we want to be able to cast our Solitude for free. Off to a good start though. maybe my mulligan decisions are just not correct. Like against that burn matchup. I don't know, maybe I should have mulliganed a little bit more aggressively. I mean, the deck also just can't beat Smash though, that's the problem. Like there's no like discard to protect it. Or counter magic, right? Like we just need like blossoming columns. Jesus. Yeah. Turn one Reclaimer. Do I want to play around? I guess I can't play around Blood Moon now because I played the Temple Garden already. Mechs already have the Reclaimer though, so. Did I not bottom the Batter Skull? What did I bottom? Oh my god, this happens when I'm playing after a long day at work. What did I bottom? I wanted to bottom the Batter Skull. Oh my god, we lost all of our lands. Oh no. Land. Oh my god. Why? Not all is lost, though. We do have the Solitude that we can cast. Probably pitch the March if they end up getting this Vengevine down. But we do need to get those Rest in Peace down as soon as possible. How have we not trying to land yet? Well, if we draw a land, we can go Reclaimer plus... Oh, we can't even March it. They don't have the Asthma, though. It's good. Oh, we can't even March. Oh my god. Oh my god. So bad. I think we just get another Reclaimer down. That way if they cast another Burning... Oh, they have double Vengevine. Okay, so the Solitude's gonna have to probably do work here. Okay. So we got the Solitude 1 Vengevine. Probably pitch the Touch. What is happening? Oh my god. Awful. Don't even have tickets anymore. This is so bad. This gotta trade in my chesties now. Please hold. Nice. Moto also tilted off, apparently. And that's the thing about this deck, though, is I feel like, you know, there's matchups where, like, you just can't do anything, and then you're kind of leaning your sideboard, which is fine. It's just... We drew a lot of our sideboard cards, but just didn't draw the land, obviously. Like, slamming that Rip down would have been very nice. Of course, drawing a second land would also have been helpful, too. How's it going, John? Thanks for the sub, buddy. Really appreciate it. 22 months, man. It's a long time. Really, really appreciate it. Dude. I think it's gonna freeze again. I don't know how many chests I need to do. Doesn't matter. Moto, don't crash, please. I will say though that that relic, I know we obviously didn't draw our second land, but like the extra mana it does kind of to like exile everything is a little rough sometimes. I think that's kind of my reservation about Relic of Progenitus instead of Soulgate Lantern. Since you do have to pay mana to exile the whole graveyard, which isn't nothing, especially in a deck that's so mana hungry, you know? Yay. Let's actually... There you go. Alright, fresh start, fresh start. I guess that is the appeal for the Hollow Index though, right? Like sometimes you just like get free wins like that. Like for instance, like your opponent just discards all the lands and they just never know another one, or they like hit out of the spells and then draw another spell. It's relevant. Or if they don't have like a 1 mana piece of yard heat, like a spell bomb, a lantern, or a relic, then like a rip is kind of vulnerable to a burning inquiry rate. So guys, that those reclaimers are so small too. Like trading with the Avenge Rhino would have been also kind of decent as well. I've been boarding out the Wandering Emperors a lot though. I wonder if there should be another flex slot. Something to just keep tabs of. I mean, then again, we've also played against two decks that are like Burn is also reasonable, right? But it's definitely hedge against like control and mid range and stuff. And obviously, 2 matches in the league is not a good sample size, so. Just gotta shake off that first league, right? Maybe I should have played the Besager instead. Maybe Moto is knows to not discard our fetch land. I feel like I just better play a fetch land too, just so we know we have our mana line playing Besager, and if we mill our land like we did, and we could just lose our white source too. It's a tough call. Tough call. Chub Toad. I like the opponent's avatar. It's cool. We have a lot of interaction on turn 1. A lot of interaction. I mean, I guess Lion Sash does count as a threat, technically, so... I guess we'll just play the Lion Sash. The Shadow Spear, sorry. I think I'm gonna play the Temple Garden because if we draw Urza Saga, we're gonna want to cast it if they don't play anything relevant. How's it going, Archangel? Yeah, I'm grabbing dinner with a friend. Oh, we're against the Living End. I mean, this Lion Sash is a little slow if they... All we can do is hope they don't have literal Living End in their hand. And if they don't, then we have a shot here. Then put a land in the graveyard. Okay. Rest in peace, Relic, Void Mirror. I don't know if they're on the Grief version or not. Let's see how many back cards we have. Portable Hole is bad. Wandering Emperor is a maybe bad. We don't want any of these. So there is room for Veil of Summers. Sanctifiers are maybe too. Sorry, I meant like pseudo Living Ends. I like Violent Outburst or Charlotte's Agent or etc. Is what I meant. Is what I meant. I guess we could have a march just because we could technically exile like their hard-casted Sphinx if it gets to that point. Let's try this, I guess. Okay, so we gotta hope that they don't have Grief. Yeah, it's just one of those things where like we have like the 60th good card in the deck, right? Like it's Calm the 60th best card it could be. Alright, don't grief me, please. I mean, I guess Blossoming Call would be very good here. It makes his Thoughtseize proof. I'm gonna just play the Rip now, I think. Oh, they just have the Force. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. I think we'll get Lion Sash. Okay. We're gonna cast a Solitude here. With this Living End on the stack. Probably pitch the Touch. And then we can exile the Striped Witherwinder. Sorry, the Curator. This has hexproof. Apologies. Land. On a 25 land deck, we are struggling to draw lands. Struggling. So we can attack back. We can hold off the Shardless. I think we want to hold off the Shardless. So we can exile their Scalding Tarn and grow Lion's Ash. This is why Stoneforge was like hates me. I just always just naturally draw all of the equipment. We're not out of this yet, though. Not out of this yet. So we can eat the Street Wraith, eat the Tarn, reconfigure onto the Solitude. And then gain 6 back. And then I think we just hold up Veil of Summer or like Brazen Borrower. What do they have in hand? Again, I'm gonna hold the Veil of Summer. Interesting. So we die to Violent Outbursts. But why would they bounce the... Okay. So that just means that they don't have it. So they'll cast here. So we will eat the turtle. Oh my god. I don't know how we get out of this. We don't have any other fetchables. Oh, I guess we have the Shadow Spear. So I just play out. No, I think we need the white mana. Grow the Lion Sash to a 4/5. Block the Architects. Flash and Batter Skull. Chump the Waker. Go to 5. Don't think there's a way out of this. If you flash and Batter Skull, chump the Waker, chump the Striped Riverwinder. Yeah, good point. So we only gain 3, go up to 4. We'll make him do it. They cannot start hard casting their stuff. Yeah, that's fine. How does Living End hit all of their land drops and we don't? I don't understand. So bad. So bad. I mean, getting our Saga and our Rip forced is just so backbreaking. I guess that's the thing we just need to learn when we play. It's like maybe Saga isn't the best turn 2 play. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Stoneforge Mystic instead, but like we also need to like I don't want them to like top deck the Grief either. And then it's like, okay, well, we should just play the Slam, the Rip, right? I don't know. I feel like you always have to slam the Rip on 2 there on the play. I mean, knowing that, I wonder if it's like if we have the Rip and we have like a backup Relic or a Void Mirror, I wonder if we're just supposed to sandbag this because they board and force against us, right? It's tough to say. I mean, we also just naturally drew all of our equipment that game too, and like that's just not a winning proposition either. Like any game when you just naturally draw all your equipment and don't have an active Stoneforge, obviously, it's just so bad. Tough to say. Like against Living End, I want Bajuka Bog, and like that's pretty much it. Oh, now we're against Yorion. Arguably a very bad matchup. Although we can go Reclaimer plus Flagstones. That's kind of a cool start. So that's our only chance here. Okay, so this is Abundant Growth. I wonder if I'm supposed to march that. I wonder if it's supposed to march that. I think I should, right? Because if they have like Prismatic Ending, like we want it. So I wonder if I'm supposed to Prismatic Ending or March. I think I'm supposed to Prismatic Ending. This doesn't hit Planeswalkers though. Maybe I'm supposed to March. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to March. I mean, they mulligan to 6-2, so it's like, this is the way we can kind of cheese out this match. Okay, so they have the red and 6. It'd be awkward. Like, I wonder if we're supposed to prismatic ending it. Kind of want a prismatic ending this Ren. And then we can Selesnya Sanctuary, bounce Flagstones. Just a fairy. Okay. So if they like try to prismatic ending the Reclaimer, we can't touch it. Like, it makes me wonder if I should have been like progressing our game plan versus answering their own. But they like roll it to 6, and it's like it's difficult to assess. Like, I could totally be playing this game totally wrong and trying to like incorrectly cheesing him out. So touch looking pretty good here, huh? Touch looking pretty good. Guess I'll play the... Oh, they didn't plus to Teferi. I mean, I have to attack the Teferi down now, right? I guess I don't have to. I guess I just better just get Sokka down because I can attack it down next turn still. Yeah, I don't think I can attack it down the Teferi. As enticing as that is. And we play the fetch land so we can sack the Flagstones and then we can get it, the Proclaimer out of bolt range. Okay. So we can march that next turn. I mean, they could also just be holding up Ephemerate too. This is also one of our worst matchups, but I'm also probably playing it wrong. I probably need to be a little more aggressive than trying to control the board, right? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. March that. Okay. So we can make a construct, untap, make another construct. Okay. Okay. Oh God. Maybe I should be a little more aggressive. Not looking at all those elementals. I wonder if we need a boarding board or not. Maybe boarding rest, war and peace. Portables can probably come out. So I'll get lantern probably come out. It does stop Titania potentially. Like stopping their land. But I don't think it's that good. Maybe Tremor Sentinel. So bad. And that's the thing about this deck, though. Like, I feel like you go on runs where you, like, you know, do 4-1 like last stream and a lot of the streams, and then you go runs like these where you just can't win a game. Like, I go on runs with this deck where it's like, either does really well or just does really poorly. And maybe the last match I should have played a little bit differently. That might have changed the matchup, but I still don't think I win games winnable. Like, maybe I'm supposed to, like, activate Reclaimer and get all the sagas going, and then, like, I don't know. So we'll go Void Mirror on 2. Let's attack first. Because if they want to cast a Solitude, I want to get a chip shot of damage in real quick. Okay. I think I had a Pithing Needle named Ren in 6, right? They have Solitude for the Cauldra, but like, is Sword of War and Peace just safer? Let's go to the Cauldra. Okay. That's fine. Now we just get both swords. Land. I guess that kind of counts. Not really, though. Get another fourth land. I do. Okay. Oh, do we want to just die to a Fury or a Solitude? So now they can just hard cast everything. So, do we want to play our Sentinel into a Fury? I feel like they need to play a Solitude to answer the Cauldron. So let's just play the Sentinel out. Just gotta hope that they don't draw land plus Solitude. And I like playing the Sentinel because if they don't have that, we can flash in a Sword of War and Peace and equip it to the Cauldron and then go ham that way. They can also just have Prismatic Ending too, but we just gotta hope they don't have all these things. Okay. So it's not a fetch land, so this is the only card they can cast. Oh, so they're gonna card cast Solitude now. Fuck, we need another land, so that we can like equip the sword to the Sentinel. Now we just get blown out. They obviously have Solitude here. Like us not hitting our land drops here is just so frustrating because now we just lose. Like now we're kind of like forced to sword onto the Cauldron, and then we just die on the crackback. I guess we take 7, but then I guess we equip the sword onto the Sentinel next turn and attack, and then I don't know how we can win this game. I think we just have to do this play. Like we could theoretically equip this germ onto the Sentinel and then attack with the Sentinel. Just to play her on Solitude, technically. And they're like forced to do that. So then if they Solitude this, then it's like, that's kind of not a great play for them. I think that's all I got. Can't even cast the other Void Mirror. They hit the Void Mirror. Okay. Okay. I don't know how that's better than just hard casting the Solitude here. Oh. They're still exiling the... Oh, they're ephemorating. So next turn we can Void Mirror. Oh god, they're gonna Solitude my Stoneforge Mystic. Oh my god. That matchup is just unwinnable, I don't think. Any of these Omnath piles, I think is just unwinnable for this deck. I don't know how we could fix that matchup. I guess it didn't matter if we had a 4th land or not. Like, they just had everything. Like, I wonder if, like, Drannith Magistrate's better in that slot. I guess it doesn't stop anything, though. Drannith Magistrate doesn't stop anything. We're just gonna finish this. Man. Sometimes you just can't win a match, right? Maybe we can rattle back 3 wins in the O2 back at him. Can't keep this hand. Breeding Pool, Birds of Paradise. Ah, what is happening? Oh my god. What is happening? Let's go over here, I guess. Okay. I guess we can Beseiju it. So it becomes a copy. Cool combo. That's one, Dillian. I think I'll be casting the Solitude on that. I guess I could just double block it. I don't think I want to trade a tracker. I think I'll Solitude. Probably pitch the March. I really want to land off the top. Okay. Land. Oh, the best land. I wonder if I just sandbag this Wandering Emperor for a turn. Yeah, I think the sandbag this Wandering Emperor for a turn. Crack the 2 clues. Because I kind of want to hit my land drops. Get the flow of clues going, right? Land. Stoneforge. I think I'll get Stoneforge and Cauldra. I think I'll sandbag the Prismatic thing for a turn. I don't think it's worth Prismatic ending in High Arc when we have a Cauldra lined up. I guess I should have gotten a Sacred Foundry with this one, Heath, just so we could Prismatic ending for 3. Okay. Oh yeah, the push. Interesting. Okay. It's kind of weird if we like don't Cauldra them. We could always just leave this Sentinel back to block, I guess. Next turn we can turn Cauldron into a 7/7. How's it going, Rustman? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Explosives, Pithing Needle. I don't know. I kind of don't really know what else to... How else to really sideboard, honestly. I think that maybe the Sentinels are a little poor. They're like a Mana Dork deck. I feel like any Mana Dork deck, we just don't want the Sentinels, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's tough to say. It looks. We only saw like a Selkia vehicle and then the deals damage guy. Menace. So So, hey, how's it going, Doomwake? Thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate it. How's your stream? Welcome everyone from Doomwake stream. We're playing some Selesnya Stoneblade. We are not doing so well today. We hope to drop the first league and there's a second league, and just haven't been able to hit our land drops and such, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And now we're in the O2 bracket playing against this weird Mindlink Mech combo deck thingy, which is kind of a cool deck. But alright, welcome everyone. Hope you're streaming well, buddy. Really appreciate it. For those who haven't seen this list, it's kind of a combination of a Reclaimer, Flagstone's build, the Stoneblade deck, and I wanted to make sure the deck had enough white cards for Solitude, which is kind of the theory crafting behind the deck. The Herd of Meese, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. So I'll go Reclaimer. I think I might go Plains the next turn. And then probably keep the Lion's Nest to pitch the Solitude. Birds. I wonder if they're an artifact-based deck with all these Mistfault bridges. Okay, we'll attack. We'll play Stoneblade. I like Tireless Tracker in this deck because I wonder if we get Sword here. I like Tracker in this deck because A, it synergizes really well with Reclaimer. You get to draw a constant flow of clues. The clues grow the constructs. And when you have cards like Solitude and March, where you're pitching cards, you want to make sure that you can recoup that card advantage, which Tireless Tracker does, when Knight of the Reliquary does not. Knight of the and like, you'd think that'd be good in the deck, but there aren't that many actual forests or plains in the deck. The 3 shocks, 2 plains in the forest. And theoretically, you could tutor up a Yavimaya, but then like you're spending a turn to like tutor up a Yavimaya, and then you're spending another turn to tutor what you want, and it's a little bit clunkier. And you already have Reclaimer for that ability, so you really don't, it's not really that necessary. Like, you don't need more of that ability. And Tireless Tracker does something a little bit more different. So they take the Cauldra. Okay. So we can still like flash in the Sword. It's not bad. I kind of want to play this Windswept Peak just because I know we're going to spend our mana equipping the Sword next turn. Or even activating Reclaimer. So I think I'm going to play Reclaimer here. I could also just activate Reclaimer. No, but I want to get the Sword down. So we'll attack with Reclaimer. I'll probably get Sacred Foundry. So that way next turn we can equip Sword and hold a Reclaimer next turn. And I don't want to like waste a Saga trigger, a Chapter trigger. Oh, okay, well. And we'll flash in Sword. I mean, there's also an argument for like just like getting Flagstones and sacking Flagstones. That might be our turn later down the line. Oh. Oh my god. It's gonna bounce 4 of my permanents. Okay. That's pretty good. You were like, this deck? Yeah, this deck's fun. It just the Saturn the matchup like spread. Maybe I'm just so used to playing mid range, so like I'm so used to having a little bit more of a 50-50 spread. But like the matchup spread is just so bad. Okay, so we're just dead. I understand. I understand. That's Loch, yeah. It's pretty good. Is that a wombo combo? Yeah. Is corrected worth kneeling? Yeah. I boarded in the Pith Needle. Yeah, the deck is fair. It's definitely like really fair, and that's why like it's just awkward because like you would think of a deck like this with all the value engines, like you think it'd be good against 4C, and it's not. Like 4C is just unwinnable against control. You have a pretty decent matchup. All the mid range decks you just feast on, and that's just kind of the matchup spread. All the combo decks just obviously a bad matchup as you'd expect. So I mean, that being said, the deck is fun. It's just like you just have to kind of accept the fact that you have runs where like I like the past 4 leagues, it's been 4-1, 4-1, 2-3, and 4-1, and I've played a couple Mana Traders matches off stream, and it's a rough going sometimes because I think I went like 2-5 like off stream. So it's like I think overall you're probably an even matchup spread. It's just awkward when you have runs like this where it's kind of bad. Well, we have the Beseiju, so that's gonna be kind of nice to kind of protect ourselves. What's awkward is if they have a bird, we kind of want to portable hole it. Not face slaps. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. And that just means that we can't cast a Stoneblade Mystic on turn 2. Like if they play a bird or hierarchy, we're gonna portable hole it. So we'll get Temple Guard in here. Prismatic Ending. I kind of want to. No, I think we should hole. And then that way, if they try to play the 3-drop, we can have the Prismatic Ending for it. Hello, Notface. Thank you for the follow again. Okay. I think I'm gonna probably say I don't think our life matters too much. Okay, I'm kind of glad that So we'll Stoneforge. Kind of want to culture check them. Otherwise, we're just literally not doing anything. I could also just get Lion Sash as a way to like have a backup plan. I could also just get Batterskull, which is a little bit more reasonable to cast because we can cast it 2 turns from now potentially. At that point, we have 2 draws to draw into the threat. I think we'll get Kaldra. I think we'll protect the Sacred Foundry. Okay. So if they play the artifact, we can just hold up Beseiju. Oh, they're gonna play that card, sure. We're just gonna Cauldron them. I can also just EE for 3 next turn, and then like that's just kind of game over, right? Yeah, we'll play the Second Foundry. I don't think they're on any LD effects. So I'd probably just discard unengineered explosives. They're pretty Thoughtseize proof too. They wanted to attack. They could eternalize too. Ouch. I think I'm gonna fetch now. Just a player. I don't know what they could have, but it's just safer just to E on 3. Can also hold up a Seiju. And we have a 2-turn clock. That's pretty good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 land off from just equipping Cauldron and attacking to. Excuse me. And we have the prismatic ending for this once they eternalize it, if they get to that point. They're playing. I don't know if you were tuning in from the game that we lost, but they play a card called Mindlink Tech. Oh, Mindlink Mech, sorry. And then they crew that, and then they have this where it deals. We have to discard 4 cards because it's a 4/3 artifact, or there's like the Cephalid card that like bounces 4 permanents, and it's crew 1, so like. Huh. This is scary. Oh, they have their own Cauldron. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's sick. I mean, we had the prismatic ending though, but that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. We also have the Solitude. We also have a Solitude. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have one. We're 1 mana short from equipping Cauldron. At this point, I kind of want them to play a creature, then we can Solitude it. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna have to sandbag the Solitude. We have a lot of answers to that, and we have that too. We could also just play it a little slow. Like, we're not really in that much of a rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could Dream Steal, but we can march it. This X equals 0. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can play a little slow. I think we're pretty safe with all the cards we have in our hand. Okay. So we will crack this. There's an argument to like Solitude this and hold up the march. I think I like that more. Oh, we're 1 mana short though. Sorry. Let's just march it. That way we're just safe. And then we draw a land, we can just equip Cauldron to the Stoneforge on a stick and we just attack. Or we just draw another Solitude, that's fine. Just don't want to draw another land. This is a slog. Again, we're saving Solitude because they have like... We saw like Cold-Eyed Selkie, I think. Since we have the backup Solitude, I might just cast the first one. Just to present a better clock. Now we have a 2-turn clock versus a 7. Okay. Black. Just Fatal Push. Okay. So, untap land means we just equip Cauldron, Solitude, and win. Never lucky. I guess I could have put Besagio on. I'm dumb. I guess this is safe. They have like an answer to this. Okay. That makes me feel better about myself. Not walking into that. I guess I didn't need to. So we'll just exile that. Like keeping this in my back pocket. I'm never gonna play this as a land drop. Okay, that's like Exaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. What a slog. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. And then we're gonna finish this league. I'll pull up the deck list though. Right back. Well, appreciate everybody hanging out. Again, welcome everyone from Dune stream. Again, this deck is fun. It's just it's an uphill battle a lot of the time. Just didn't get punished for not for not playing the Masaju. Which is funny. I guess we're just 1,000% safe because like you get like our Visager can't get Thoughtseize either. Just having like the Visager in our back pocket feels pretty good too. Visager and Solitude actually. Hmm. Hopefully Moto doesn't lag too much. It's been kind of lagging a lot lately. I don't know if it's me or my internet or if it's Moto. It's a little better today though. On Tuesday it was like really bad. I guess earlier today it was crashing a lot too. It's tough to say. Nice. Dog keeps licking my arm. And the 01-02 bracket, huh? On the play. Probably doesn't want to respond. Hello. Kahira. So against elementals. These kind of hands have been getting all day too. Just like these non-functional hands. Like we can't keep double solids with the portable hole against a Kahira deck, right? And that hand's like unkeepable. I think we keep Reclaimer. I think we bottom these two. And I think we just hope Reclaimer wins the game for us single-handedly. Hope they just have Prismatic Ending. If they do, then we just have Stoneforge Mystic backup, and hopefully that's enough to win the game. Otherwise, I don't really know what else to do. This could also just be Control Forest. Okay, so we'll backup Stoneforge is interesting. So we'll probably just get the Flagstones engine going. Probably sack Flagstones, get another Flagstones. This is exactly what happened against our Elementals opponent round, like a couple rounds ago. Where like we could, if they play Ren 6, we could have like Prismatic Ending instead of getting our train going. And I think that was just incorrect. So let's just try the other line this time. And obviously it's different board states, different hands, and they have a Kahir and stuff. But oh, never mind. So we'll get a Sacred Foundry. And I think we'll get another Flagstones here. Land drop. Not a land. Then we'll play the Shadow Spear. Really wish we drew a land there. I think next turn is where we start getting Saga, though. Oh, this is like an actual Elementals deck. Interesting. This is like actual literal elementals. Interesting. I think I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna get Flagstones, and then I'm gonna get Stoneforge Mystic down plus activate Reclaimer. Probably get Cauldra. Yeah, it's probably get Cauldra. So now this Reclaimer can become a 3/4 next turn. I mean, kind of don't really care about this voice either, right? Okay, let's see if they put all 4 damage on the Reclaimer. If they're gonna 2/2 it, they do 2/2 it. So we're gonna say the Reclaimer, now there's gonna be 3 lands. Okay. That's pretty brutal. Just gonna activate Reclaimer. Yes. Go to Plains. There's a Saga. So I have 4 cards in hand, which is kind of scary. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could hardcast Culture if we really wanted to, but I don't think we're in a position where we want to do that just yet. I think I'll get a Battered Skull, or we could just get Sword and Fire and Ice, and like just eventually try to grind through. Yeah, I think I like getting the sword down. I guess it doesn't hurt to equip the Stoneforge now. And then that way we can block the voice and still have mana to activate Saga. So we can make a 2/2 construct. Oh, I forgot about the Ephemerate Rebound. Forgot about the Ephemerate Rebound. That's fine, actually. They're stuck on lands, which is awkward for them. So I'll make a construct. I think we're just gonna bully them out with more of these constructs. So we'll make a construct here. I think we'll just get a Springleaf Drum. Get the Reclaimer down. Finally at the land drop. Yeah, it could be. It's just one of those things where, like, it's just so hard to fit, like, these kind of utility lands on the deck. When we already have, like, the 2 Beseiju, the 3 Flagstones, the Sanctuary, like, and have enough green sources for turn 1 Reclaimer. The mana base is actually kind of stretched thin to have enough green sources for turn 1 Reclaimer, awkwardly enough. Believe it or not. Okay. So we're going to be Prismatic ending that. So they didn't draw a land again. Unless they meant to sandbag it and then play it as a way to, like, cast Ephemerate. Okay. They pitched Omnath. We could easily lose this game. 4 damage here, okay. One, two, three, four, five. We draw a land. I might just not make a construct, cast sword, equip, and then equip Shadow Spear. No, I guess I still have enough mana to do that. Never mind. Never mind. Because we have the Springleaf Drum. So we gotta hope they don't have Solitude. Yeah, we just gotta hope they don't have Solitude. We have our own Solitude. Does that change anything? 2, 3, 4. We could Prismatic any of the Risen Reef. So we'll do this. I think this is better. Like, get 7/7s. Yeah, I'll do this now. That way they don't get an elemental trigger from this. They're gonna go to 2. So I don't think they have Solitude. Okay. They have Omnath. This could get pretty hairy quick. So they gain 5. So they need Solitude plus white card in their hand. Cool. Got lucky because they didn't hit their third land drop for like the longest time. They want the Sword of War and Peace for sure. And the Void Mirrors. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we really have much else. I can see just cutting the Esper Sentinels because they're just all creature cards in their deck. I don't know what we could bring in Pith and Needle for. I guess we just board in Thrun, something that just is immune to everything. Call it a day. How lucky there. Extremely lucky. Can we get lucky twice? That's the real question in this matchup. Yeah, I guess it's just always better to, like, if they have a red and 6 and we have a Reclaimer plus Flagstones, it's just a Flagstones and ramp. So I definitely just played that match against 4C earlier wrong, I think. Which are mighty big constructs, though. Urza Saga just wins the game. Top thing, that second one was pretty clutch, too. I mean, this deck is, like, built around Urza Saga, Reclaimer. Has a backup Stoneforge Mystic package. We'll see how good this Sword of War piece is. Just being able to turn our creature into immune to Fury and Solitude, attack, potentially race. Guess we'll keep this and hope Urza Saga wins the game. And hopefully their hand is just all shitty to just pitch elementals that they wait for. I don't know, it's kind of rough. This is a really loose keep, but I think we'll keep it. I wonder. I don't think they have any 1-drops though. If they do, I want a prismatic ending it. Thinking about their color sequencing. Oh. Okay. Thanks. It would kind of offer out if they just like have the prismatic ending, but that's like fine. Or the bolt or whatever. Then we just go Saga Voidmere. Oh. I think we have to slam Void Mirror here. Take a Risen Reef. We can go Urza Saga, play Springleaf Drum, Prismatic ending the Risen Reef off this Springleaf Drum. Brand held 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Did I also miss a follow? I apologize, Chrono256, if you're still in the chat. I don't know if I acknowledge your follow or not, but appreciate your follow as well. I think I would like to just looked at it now. I don't think I said that. Oh. Okay. Sure. That's an interesting turn 3 play. I think we're just gonna get Reclaimer going, I guess. Or sorry, Urza Saga going. Oh, fuck me in the Oh my god. I'm so bad at this game. Oh my god. Now if I play Risen Reef here, I can't Prismatic ending it because I don't have a third color. Like literally all my access to third colors are gone now. Oh my god. This is Endurance. Oh. So they obviously have Risen Reef here. Or sorry, Ephemerate. Yeah, they obviously have the Ephemerate. Don't think we can like try to answer a 1 mana, a 3. I spend 3 mana. Like I guess we can't even Prismatic ending if we wanted to. So I think we just have to just go all in on the Saga. So I'm not. I'm just gonna concede. Matchup is unwinnable. Okie dokie. His hand's not bad. Just don't know if it's good enough against these Omnath piles, but I wonder if I go Stoneforge or if I just go Reclaimer here. I think I might just have to go Reclaimer. Because like if we play Stoneforge, it just plays into a Fury. Yeah. Flagstones. 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 Oh, we're gonna get a Flagstones. Two mana do nothing. Land. We need a land drops. We need to hit our land drops. Thank you. So they have Fulminary Mage, so I'm like kind of tempted just to not fetch Sacred Foundry until I really need to. So I might not even crack this until like I want to cast this Prismatic Ending. So next turn I'll probably go oh. What is in their hand? Is it just Omnath? I feel like they have like all these like artifact hate. I wonder if they have like a bunch of like forces or like endurances or something. Apparently, the opponent doesn't want to. Opponent doesn't want to play Magic with us. So yes. So we have Flagstones here. Okay. Maybe they're like sandbagging everything until they dress down. So I feel like they have a second one in hand. Do they have a bolt or something? Should I have activated this Mesa and Flagstones now? Maybe I should have. Okay. I think I gotta fetch now. Just so, like, if they have a Solitude, they can't, like, cast a response to me Reclaiming. Just point they get Fury plus Solitude. I mean, sorry, Fury plus Ephemerate and wipe our board. Then we get Saga tokens down. Sure. If we Sword Equip but they don't have Solitude, it's a pretty big game. Yeah, the Sword Equip looks pretty good because we do 5 plus 7. We do 12 damage with the Sword of War Piece trigger if they don't have Solitude plus a white card. It's kind of insane. So think about, they definitely have a free spell in hand. They're like tanking right now. One, two, three, 4, 5. And land off the top would be really nice for us. Think about solituding here. Okay. It's good to know that they did this. I was just playing it really slow. So exiling the Reclaimer. So I think we still get Saga. And hope to draw a land. Then we can March plus Sword Equip. Yeah, let's get Saga. Land. Cool. We'll do this. So deal 8. Oh, should I have played the land? If they have Force of Vigor, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, maybe I should have played the land. God damn it. If they have Force of Vigor, I'm gonna be so sad. Because I could have just Mars to save myself for his mistake. think our opponent's double queuing. Just 6 minutes left, which is plenty of time for them to win, but. Yeah, I think I'm gonna march. Play around if I'm right here. So next turn we can make a construct. I guess it depends if they tap out. If they tap out, we could just go cast Stoneforge Mystic, activate Stoneforge Mystic, play Cauldra, equip Sword to Cauldra attack. That'd be lethal. So they definitely didn't have the Solitude last turn. Are they just trying to clear our hand? Interesting. Hey, this sword looking pretty good now. So they did target the Stoneforge Mystic, though. So they should have... I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here. Because this doesn't deal with any damage right now. Because they can't target the Stoneforge Mystic. So and the Fury still dies. So if they wanted to do that play, they should have dressed down first, and then I guess they could have kept a 3/3 in play. They pitched a Fury. Well, this is just trying to clear their hand, which is like we'll gladly take that exchange. The opponent's probably just going to time out too at this point. So Sword of War and Peace looking pretty good here. This is kind of what I was envisioning, like putting this in the sideboard as just a way to tutor up a sword that just it gives protection from Solitude and Fury. And that's exactly what it does. And like even turning a Stoneforge Mystic into a reasonable threat. So now they have 3 cards in hand and we deal 6. Let me think. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could go Stoneforge Mystic, Cauldra, equip sword onto Cauldra, attack. That deals 10. And then they can't use a fetch. If they have exactly Solitude plus white card, I think it's better just to do that play. Put them to 1. And if they have Solitude plus like white card, we have 2 leftover Stoneforge Mystics and we can step up a sword. I think the line of like going Cauldra is just a lot higher. I think it's better to get Shadow Spear. Oops. What am I doing? Yeah. But the thing is we can't attack with it because I was planning to flash in the Cauldra. Oh. Yeah. For some reason I just missed the Cauldra. It's not lethal, but like it puts him in a really bad spot. Because they don't have Solitude. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a very good point, Hyperdeva, for sure. For sure. Sword of War and Peace, huh? Looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. So now they can't crack their fetch. Now they can't cast any of our elementals. And they're about to time out anyway. Yeah, so that Reclaimer line looking pretty good. I think this is like very validating just to like see the Sword of War and Peace like do what I expected it to do. Like do what I wanted it to do. It's very validating. Because they literally just shut off everything, like their whole hand, like they just couldn't deal with. It's like if anyone saw like the rock, like the PTQ winning rock list, it had like 3 Phyrexian Crusaders on the side, and it's like in that same vein. Like I was kind of like, I kind of want a card that like gives us protection from Fury and Solitude, and it's like it's nice because it's just a 1 of in the sideboard, and we just tutor for it with Stoneforge Mystic, so it's not like you have to dedicate that many slots to it to have a game against like these kind of Solitude Fury decks. And it's kind of in that same vein where like they ran 3 Phyrexian Crusaders, and it's like, well, they had to dedicate 3 slots for it. And even then, I feel like that game plan is still a little iffy just because the infect plan is just so difficult to execute, you know? Because like you have to slam it on turn 3 at the earliest, and then you have to attack with it 5 times. You could equip it with a Shadow Spear, sure, but like it's still a little tough. Yeah, I guess did I not board in Thrun? I thought I did. And Thrun would definitely be an auto include too. It's just tough when I think slamming a Thrun is good, but like just comboing it with the sword is good too. Like against like Blue Eye Control, I like equipped a sword armor piece onto a Thrun, and they just like, how do you beat that? Just because it just races so much. Like I could, and that's kind of the same vein, Hyperdeva. I'm really glad that you brought up Thrun because I wanted to test this, and if this wasn't great, I would just make this a second Thrun because it would just be the same kind of slot where it's just not solitudable, not furiable. And like both these are just boarded against Blue Eye Control 2 rate. But I think this just is a little bit potentially better just because you can tutor for it versus like trying to draw a 4 drop, you know? So just something to keep notes of. as I try to tune this deck more. God, I wish we're on the play. God, we wish we were on the play. Okay. Probably take my Reclaimer. Unless they have a 1-mana removal spell for it. They take Stoneforge Mystic. Yep. So they have a 1-mana removal spell for the Reclaimer. So I'd probably go Reclaimer. Probably Saga on 2. I think this is going to be a Saga game if this is like mono black Coffers or something. Yeah, it is. I really hope they play like an Expedition map here. And then we can tag it with the Prismatic Ending or Portable Hole. But they know about these, so it makes sense for them to not do that. So do this. The cool thing about it, though, is we can Prismatic Ending for 4. Profane Tutor. Okay. In this matchup, I mean. So play Flagstones. Probably get Cabal Coffers here. Nothing we can really do about it. They could get Karn. Okay. So they could just get a big threat, get Urborg, cast Urborg. Oh, they don't have Cabal Coffers or Urborg. Sorry. Sorry. Did not realize that. That's interesting. That they're missing both halves. So with this hand, I think I just have to get Shadow Spear. The deck doesn't really have the graveyard. And Stagger Bridge, we have an answer to that. So we'll just get Shadow Spear with the Saga. Yeah, so we're gonna... Okay. Oh my gosh. All the lands. So we'll get Shadow Spear. I think I'm gonna wanna probably keep this Sanctuary in case we draw Reclaimer. Then we can like tutor up a Beseiju, bounce with Selesnya Sanctuary. So I think it's better just to keep the Selesnya Sanctuary in hand. So I wonder if they'll get Cabal Coffers or Urborg. I guess it depends on if they drew either or. Mana Flood, yeah. We could have used a lot of the mana in all the other matchups earlier today where we just didn't draw lands. I'm Mexican, bro? No, I am not. So we don't know what they tutored for. Oh, man. Probably tutor for the Damnation and drew the Urborg. So the only thing we've drawn so far are a couple lands and a Springleaf Drum. Profane Tutor, sure. Sure. God. Can't do anything about that one, Captain. Can't do anything about that one. So we could Prismatic ending the Karn next turn. So they can go Coffers and then cast whatever this is. And this is what I was talking about where like I have a Sacred Foundry instead of a Gauntlet Shrine. 1, 2, 3. Fuck, we can't Tyler's Tracker and so red, white, green, black. I think we'll play the Sanctuary now. Alright, Tracker, you have to do a lot of work soon. Yeah, sorry, there's an Urborg in play Insight. Apologies if we're not making that clear. Stoneblade off the top would be very good too. But we have Tyler Striker to draw us cards. It's just like they just can tutor for whatever they want to. It could just be another card as well. Or they could just have Coffers. Another card. Sure. Yeah. They have another Profane Tutor. So we can't even crack these clues either. I think we're close to just conceding. So if they like minus and get like a worm coil or something, how do we have outs to that? Don't think we have any outs to that. They just card for a win condition. Okay, so they're giving us an out to ensnaring, or they're not. Oh, they're not. 'Kay. 'Or 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 they're not. 'Kay. Oh, I should have portable hold the liquid metal coating. What am I doing? I'm just not playing right. Don't think we have an out here. Oh, they could, huh? Yeah, they could. They technically can Carnage, but like it could have saved me a turn. Like they have to minus it. So if they had minused it, I could have theoretically gotten it, attacked it down if I had drawn a Solitude. No, but they had the Snaring Bridge too. Never mind. There's no way out of this. We are getting locked out for sure. I think we're gonna save some time here. I think we're just locked. It's fine. The Threat and 2 Veilous Armor seems pretty good, along with the Pithing Needle. The 2 Damping Spear seems good too. I think the pulls are pretty poor. Soulgander doesn't do anything. Probably trim the Solitudes. Maybe keep like 1. Actually, Wandering Upper is probably... maybe a Solitude's better than the Wandering Upper. Maybe 1 Solitude's fine. We do have a touch for it. Oh yeah, it's a cool deck. The Mono Black Coffers deck. It's definitely cool to see a home for Cabal Coffers for sure. Like I know a lot of people were excited for the card to be reprinted in Modern Horizons 2. A, for the price for EDHs and stuff, right? But also just to have a reasonable price point. I think we're gonna Cauldron check them. They didn't have the push for the Reclaimer on 1, so I don't see why they would. And they didn't cast a Discard spell either, so it's a card that just like can't. I guess it dies at Damnation, but like it's just a really hard to deal with threat. They did reprint a lot of cool stuff. I think the problem is also made the game very, very expensive, which a lot of people are complaining about. Which is very valid. Like all these decks are like, you can't rent these decks anymore because all these MH2 staples are just so expensive. Like the playstyle of Solitude, like I have to, get a lot of cards online because, they're just so expensive. Like my rental doesn't cover it anymore. So I probably won't play this run. MH2 had a lot of cards that were new. They weren't reprints. So MH2 had like Solitude, Urza Saga, Ragavan, and Endurance, Force of Vigor, like these really, really expensive cards that are only in the set. So I mean, we can look at. Are we just gonna Stoneforge Cauldron check up again? See if I can find it. I think I'm gonna get she doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think we want to like play this like ramp game. I think I'm just gonna make them have removal. Cling to dust. This is nice because we are like Liliana proof too. Alright, college are checking him again. It worked last time. Why is chat so dead? There's probably a lot of lurkers from the raid. Okay, so I'm not gonna play in this damnation. So I will activate Stoneforge. Cauldra. Alright. So damnation doesn't screw us either. I feel like at TCC, like Ragavan is like 70. Solitude's 50. Endurance is 40. Fury's 35. Okay. I don't think I need to... I wouldn't mind drawing a land here. Thanks. So I don't mind like going Stoneforge Mystic. They can't really damnation the board here. We'll get a Sword of Fire and Ice. And then pass. I'm still choosing between 9 decks. Yeah. It's a tough call, Archangel. Tough call. Okay. Okay. So they'll probably get Karn plus Bridge. Yep. Yep. Okay. Five. We can't sword equip because of the Karn. Three, four, five. So we can march the bridge now. Plays around backup Thoughtseize. Oh, wait, they're going to take 2. So if we Solitude their Golos, they go to 10 down to 8. Then we have lethal. It really depends on what the last card in their hand is. I think I want to March, then Snaring Bridge, and then Solitude the Golos. I think that's the best play. Oh, but I can't do both. So I have to just march the Ensnaring Bridge and then let them take whatever. Pitch Solitude. So X equals 3. Do that. So if we assume they have nothing, I send Cauldra at them. They have to block Golos with the Phyrexian Germ. Crawley 1, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. So I go Germ at them. They have to block the Germ because they're at 5. And then the creatures can attack the Karn. Attack them. Attack Karn. Attack Karn. Attack Karn. So then I will play Sword. And then probably just equip a Stoneforge Mystic. So they have all the mana. This is actually gonna be the last match insight. Paper comeback, yeah. I think everyone's excited for that for sure. Oh dear. What is this? Gristle Daddy. Huh. Did not expect that one, Captain. Did not expect that one. So if we send the Germ and Stoneforge Mystic at them. Oh, we just have lethal, right? Because this has first strike. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they realized the first strike damage was first before we gained the life. So yeah, I know it has lifelink, but like our Cauldron also has first strike. So wow, that was a slog. We crawled back from 0-2 to 3-2 in the league. And of note, we are like this mono black deck is really popular, and like we I think this is a favorable matchup for us because I haven't lost to it yet with this deck. It's kind of nice turning that around though. We went 0-2 and just slogging our way to get our play points back. That's really funny. All right, I think that'll do it for me. Man, what a slog. I really appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. I want to give a huge shout out to Doomwake who sent us a raid, and Priest of Jix for the 22-month resubscription. Buddy of mine, I really appreciate it. So if you want to support the channel, please hit that follow button. If you want to check out my past streams, you can go to my YouTube. If you want stream updates, you can go to my Twitter. If you want to come hang out, talk about Magic, you can come join my Discord. Let's send y'all over on a raid. I think my next stream will probably be maybe Saturday. Oh, sorry. Maybe Sunday evening? Probably Sunday evening. Yeah, I think it'll probably be Sunday evening, I think. Yeah, so I really appreciate it. Let's send y'all over on a raid. Send the love forward. We just played against that deck. That's funny. Is Evan playing? I saw Spire Space was on his stream earlier, but it doesn't look like he's on anymore. Oh, they're just looking at coverage. That's not great. Let's rate the good old gigs. I don't want them to have like dismember Archangel and then somehow like they could have like dismembered my Cauldra, block my Stoneforge Mystic, and then they'd gain 7. I don't think there's much of a payoff there. I'd rather just as a contingency like keep the Reclaimer back and have the Saga active. So that was kind of my right reasoning there. Maybe if that was incorrect, maybe. But that was kind of the reasoning why. But again, I really appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Again, I think my next stream will probably be Sunday evening. So I hope to catch everyone then. Other than that, let's send good old Gigs some love here. Take it easy, stay safe, stay healthy. Catch you guys next time. Bye.